if you could describe it, what do you think was like the reason you were selected as a Grammy Educator of the Year? Like, what do you feel that it's like? I don't be humble. I know, but because there's something special about you. So can you articulate to let people know what they can do to continue to elevate
And
themselves as
I
well?
know, to elevate themselves and to be nominated for Grammy Educator of the Year. Correct, because the nominations are going to be open I think they're open for 2025. But um, what I did, people say you're just so humble. I was actually just being me. I just, working in my zone, and I guess I love music so much. And I wanted the very, very best for every single one of my students. And everybody called me Mama Dawson. I was Mama. Okay. Um, I poured a lot into them, not only musically, but emotionally, meeting their needs that they weren't getting from home. Um, I had so many students who were homeless, who didn't have, food. They would come to school hungry. They just wanted some, they had been abused. You would just be amazed. And I kind of made myself a little joke. I was calling myself like Lucy from the Charlie Brown, the counselor is in, and put a nickel in my thing, because I had students coming in just to sit at my desk and just talk. They needed that outlet. And during the pandemic, that was a real eye opener for me. Coming back, seeing the challenges that they had. Um, And I can honestly tell you the thing that I thought that pushed me over the top for Music Educator of the Year. Yes, I believe I'm a really good conductor, and I really believe I'm a good teacher. So I'm not going to throw that. That's the humility. I am humble, but I really believe that I am. I don't go around and say, well, I am the greatest, because I'm always learning from other conductors and other teachers. But I think the little straw that broke the camel's back that pushed me over the edge was when I was making that first video that I showed about recording me in the classroom. We did one take. I had cameras on each side, and we had an iPad sitting in the back getting a different angle of the classroom for the video. And after we finished recording, we shut the big videos down. And one of my students got up and she said, Miss Dawson, I want to read a letter to you. And she started reading this letter, and she says that, she during the pandemic, she had to go in the hospital. She had some issues. And her grandmother called me, and I would call her and encourage her musically to use the music that she had in her. Matter of fact, it's the girl that sang the very last, the time is drawing nigh. That's her. Okay. Now she's a music major. I think she's a music major at UNT Dallas, UNT Denton. But she wrote this letter and she said, I saved her life. She didn't think that she was going to make it to her 16th birthday. But because I kept pushing her and I kept believing in her and I never let go of her, I was the reason why she was still here. Now, here's the thing about it. We thought all the cameras were off, but there was one video still running at the back of the room that recorded her reading this letter. For the Grammy process, when you get to the this first semi-quarter or whatever, you have to do three videos. And the first one was something showing me instructing, which you saw a part of it. The other one was a series of questions. And one of the questions was, what was the proudest moment of your life as an educator? And I said, I shared that little clip of her reading this letter. And I said, I think it was because of this video that my proudest moment was being able to save this child's life. No matter what Forget about the music, forget about teaching, forget about whatever. That was my proudest moment. And I honestly believe between the two factors that I am a good music educator, okay? But because I take time for the students first. And we live in a society that people don't invest in our children anymore. And we know that we have a lack of teachers. And I did it because I love them and they know that I will fight for them. I will scold them. They thought I was the meanest lady. She's so mean. She'll blah 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 blah. I'm the mean lady, but I was that mother that I would say, I'm gonna scold you, but I'm gonna love you. And I'm gonna love you until I can't love you anymore. And to this day, these students still come to me and tell me how much they love me. So honestly, I believe that was my deciding factor on winning the Grammy.
Oh my goodness, you had me crying over here. It's you're so spot on, and I think I really think age. Some people, some teachers go into it with that perspective already, but as musicians, I don't know if you've experienced this. We're taught precision, perfection, and it's only about the music.
Yes.
But it's not just about the music. It's about the synergy of the music within you to the audience, you to the students. And I really think music education students should have classes in psychology. We really
Yeah.
and social dynamics because the like you said, the most impactful teachers in I think all of our lives are the ones who cared about us. And that's often when they were strict because we rebel against it, but we need it and we crave structure. And the people who give us structure are the people who care. And it sounds like the students just knew that you cared about them, and therefore they would just do anything for you musically. They trusted.
Anything,
Yeah.
anything. They trusted me. I could tell them to jump off the roof and jump up and down, and okay, she knows what she's talking about. And you're right. I was very strict. My standards were very, very, very high. Okay, and they knew that I would not bend, but they knew I loved them. And many days bringing food in, calling. I'm on the phone with parents trying to get them in shelters, getting them a home and an apartment. That's not my job. That's not what I'm supposed to do I'm a music teacher, for God's sake. And that's what I would say. I'm a music teacher. And here I am on the phone trying to make things happen for these kids, but because I love them. So I must have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of children. I have thousands of them because I've been teaching for 30 years. So that's thousands of children. But it started from day one, and that was my love. And like I said, I joked with you earlier, I never wanted to teach. My mother told me I should have been a teacher. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. And I ended up being a teacher, educator.
We can't get away from our true calling. We can gain
No,
other
we can't.
skills. Like you said you were in the corporate world and data. Tell me again what it was.
I was in database management teams. Uh-huh. Yep, for the school.
Yeah. And teams and management, and therefore you go in and you know how to structure everything. You know how to manage people. But I love it, and I hope that this masterclass and your teachings that you continue to share will inspire people that yes, we are here to make music, but ultimately we're here to cultivate joy and better human beings.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
So thank you so much, Professor Dawson. You are an angel, a treasure in our field. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for inviting me. It was a joy. It was a joy.
It's my pleasure. For those who are watching after the fact, if you would like a professional development certificate, feel free to send some notes to our email and I'll get that right out to you. Have a beautiful afternoon, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.